Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I'm gonna do a video that I decided to call What's in my French bag, because first I am French and second my bag that you can see here is from a French brand. So let's get started. I have a few bags. I have bags that I prefer to wear in the summertime and spring. I have bags which I prefer to wear in fall and winter. This one is a bag that I can wear all year around because of the color and the way I dressed. But I must say that in terms of a color, it's perfect for fall and winter. So that's currently the bag that I carry around the most. This is a French bag by the French brand Nathalie. I must say that this bag is not sold by the brand anymore, and I think I got mine maybe 4 to 5 years ago and I use it a lot, but it looks like brand new. I like that the name of the brand is written in a very minimalist way. You really have to look at the bag up close to see the name of the brand. And I also like that inside they have a minimum of arrangement. You can organize your things because there are two small pockets, which unfortunately is not something you find in every bag, even from very expensive brand. And for me, that is something that I like to have in my bag. They call this type of leather crackling leather. The leather is quite supple, as you can see, and because it is supple, it is actually quite light, which is a good thing for me and my shoulders because I carry quite a few things. But because the bag itself is light, it does not feel too heavy on my shoulders. That is a bag that I can wear in my shoulder or in crossbody mode, but honestly, I prefer to wear it on crossbody mode. As I told you earlier, there are two pockets inside, and one pocket is open and the other one can be closed. So let's start with what I put in the open pocket. I put my Navigo pass, which is what we need to travel in Paris by metro or by train. Now you can also have it on your phone, but I still prefer to have the card with me. The second thing is a mirror, because we always need a mirror. It's not just to check on my makeup, but also I wear contact lenses. So just in case I am somewhere and I need to fix up my contact lenses, I always need a mirror. It's a mirror on both sides, which I like. So I bought this one as a souvenir on a trip to Hong Kong many years ago. I think it was also 5 or 6 years ago. When we buy touristic things, it can be useful, and this one is definitely useful. The last thing, no, it's not the last. The other thing you find in this open pocket is the lipstick I am wearing on today, and this one is from Bobbi Brown Blackberry. I've had this one for a couple of years. Bobbi Brown still has this color, but in a different packaging. I love this color for every season. I think it's a nice tinted version of my nail polish. Today I am wearing this lipstick and around a brown pencil from Charlotte Tilbury, but when I want a more simple look, I wear it on its own, and I've shown this several times on this channel. The last product, last but not least, in this open pocket is my lip balm, which is from the French brand Dianna. On my last video, actually, I talked about my favorite lip balm. There is not many lip balm that works on my very dry lips that can be chapped and damaged easily, but this one is the best, and it is fragrance free. As you can see, it has now the shape of my lips. The texture is very buttery. It's very pleasant to use it on the lips, and it is extremely good, not only to protect but also to repair the lips. It's the best. I won't say more about it because I made a video about lip balms, but it's the best. I always, always go outside with a lip balm. So those 4 things are in the open pocket because these are the things that I'm probably going to need the most when I am on the go. So being in the small open pocket gives me easy access to it. On the closed pocket, I have one thing only, and it is the keys for my apartment. And you can see here that I have a keychain, and you may wonder why a Parisian would have a keychain that looks like a typical touristic things you buy, because usually tourists tend to have those things, and there is actually a nice story behind this keychain, which is why I keep it with me. And it is that for years I was going back and forth working in Paris and abroad, and because I didn't stay long in Paris, I stayed at my uncle's place, and he has kids, so I would spend time also with my little cousins. And when I came to Paris years ago in order to stay, I stayed at his place again for a couple of months, just the time for me to find my own apartment. And my cousin, who was little at the time, but saw me coming and going out of his place, out and in Paris, was so happy to know that this time I would stay in the city and I don't live far from them. So he was really happy when I got my place. He came to visit my apartment when it was empty with me. He was just, a little kid. So he actually decided to give me this keychain as a gift. And he told me, this time you are going to stay in Paris. So welcome to Paris. And I thought it was so thoughtful, especially for a little boy of his age to think about that. It was just a really nice gift. So that's why, although it is a touristic thing, I really love it. And when I look at it, I always think about my cousin who is now becoming a teenager. Now let's see what I put in the main part of my bag. And the first thing is my phone. I don't always carry my phone in my bag because, for instance, right now it is fall, it's gonna be winter soon, so I always have a jacket or a coat or a cardigan with pockets. So most of the time the phone is going to be in those pockets. But in the summertime it's different, so I still always make sure that I have enough space in my bag to put my smartphone. The next thing in my bag is my sunglasses. I always say it in my videos, but I have very sensitive eyes, so I very often wear sunglasses unless it is raining. But even if it's fall or winter, it doesn't really matter for me. I don't wear sunglasses in the summer only, and I've been doing that for many, many years. Now, I must say that when I wear makeup, I may not wear sunglasses and protect my makeup. But usually, if I have to spend a long day outside, I won't necessarily wear makeup because I don't wear makeup every time I go out. So the sunglasses are very often with me, and I make sure to have a bag where I can put my smartphone and also my sunglasses. Let me know in the comment section, how often do you wear sunglasses? I feel like in Paris people don't wear sunglasses that much, even when it is sunny. But I grew up in south of France, and I notice when I go in south of France, even in winter, I notice that more people wear sunglasses. So I don't know. Let me know. Do you wear sunglasses when it's not summertime? Do you even wear sunglasses in the summer? Let me know in the comment section. The next product in this main part of my bag is my wallet, which is from the same brand, Nathalie. And as you can see, it is actually the same leather and the same color. I didn't even buy them on the same day of the same year, but it just happened that way. I really like this flavor and this color. I've had this wallet for many years as well, but I think I have to change it for a smaller version because it's quite big, but I don't have that much stuff in it. So I don't even know why I bought such a huge wallet. I think in 2025, most people don't carry that much things in their wallet. At least it is the case for me. So I think that it is something that I'm going to change soon in order to leave more room in my bag. The other thing that you can find in my bag is another bag. This is a grocery shopping bag that comes from French store Monoprix that you can find everywhere in France, but especially in Paris, it's really everywhere. But I don't use it to do my grocery shopping at Monoprix because this store is quite expensive and you can find cheaper things in other stores. But anyway, so they have those bags which you can reuse. So many French people have those bags. Many Parisians especially. You can see them everywhere. The color and the design change throughout the year. The one I have now is so Parisian. There is le Moulin Rouge, there is le Sacré-Cœur, and there is, you know what, I didn't even pay attention to that before, but there is also a glass of red wine on this bag. Yeah, this is so French. And of course, it's also written Paris, so I'm sure it's a bag that tourists buy when they are in Paris, but Parisians also buy them because I see many Parisians outside. I mean, I don't really care what the design is about as long as it helps me to do my grocery shopping. I like that it is compact, so you can always find space for it in your bag because most of us don't have cars or don't use our cars to do the grocery shopping because it's too complicated. I think that compared to other cities in France, we tend to do our grocery shopping more often. And it seems to me that I'm always missing something at my place. So I tend to do grocery shopping on other days than grocery shopping days. So of course, it is always useful to have a grocery shopping bag. The last thing on this bag is another bag or a pocket bag. This is from the brand Lisa Eldridge, which is a British makeup brand. But every year, almost every season, she also released a small pocket bag. And I got this one for free when I bought some of her makeup a few years ago. In this bag, I have my hand cream. I have very dry hands. I say it again often on my videos. And this one is the best hand cream that exists. I've tried them all. It's cheap and it's from the brand CeraVe. Before I go out, I moisturize my hands and usually I don't have to moisturize them again except if I had cleaned my hands outside. So that's when I will reapply it. But usually once it's applied, you don't need to reapply it. So that's why it is in this pocket. Then I have some tissue because I have oily skin, so I often need to blot my face when I start to become too shiny throughout the day. And then I have some hand sanitizers because we never know when we may need hand sanitizer. Here I have elastic band for my hair because even if I go out with loose hair, at some point, very often I need to attach them. So that's why I always have elastic with me. And in order to not damage my hair, I make sure that there is no metal on it. So I always have a small one or a big one. In this pocket, I also have some Q-tips in case I need it around my eyes or to touch up my makeup. Although most of the time I don't use them, but they are always there just in case. Last but not least, I have things for my eyes. So this is a case for my contact lenses. It's actually made for contact lenses. It's like an emergency traveling kit. And inside I have, I don't know the word for this. In French we say ventouse, but I forgot the word for it in English. I will put it on the screen. So I have two, because with my type of contact lenses I need two. One to remove them and one to put them on. Also the case here to put them back in case I have an emergency and I need to remove my contacts, then I can use this. And inside I also have this liquid solution for my eyes, which I need to maybe clean my eyes, but I also need it to apply my contacts, so it's always there. And to make sure I have enough, in the pocket as well, I have extra eye solution. Thankfully, I usually don't need this, but anyone who wears contact lenses or the type of complicated contact lenses that I have knows that it's always better to be ready for an emergency, because if an emergency happens, it can be very bad. So I always need to be ready to remove my contacts outside just in case. Let's be real a little bit. I live in Paris, and in Paris it rains a lot. So very often I may need to go out with an umbrella. So I have a small umbrella which I will find space in the same bag that I showed you. And in order to have enough space, I will obviously not carry my sunglasses with me if it's raining, and also I will not carry this pocket with me. I will still carry with me what's inside, but I will find room in my bag for the products without this small pocket bag, because this pocket bag takes some space, takes some room. So when I do that, I have enough space to carry my umbrella in the same bag. Please, in the comment section, share a little bit of what you put in your bag, especially if it is something different that we can't find in most people's bag. For me, it's probably my contact lenses kit. I know that many people wear contact lenses, but I have specific type of contact lenses that requires me to be ready in case of emergency. Although the emergency almost never happen, if you have this type of contact lenses, you will know what I'm talking about. So I'll see if someone figure it out in the comment section. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching, and I will see you on the next one. Bye bye.